Murray states it is essential that teachers foster a love of writing in children by employing strategies that advance learning in a collaborative environment. Graham and Associates believe the writing process begins by teaching children the physical elements of writing, as this allows students to devote more time and cognition to more advanced strategies and techniques. In kindergarten, teach children the right way to hold a pencil, often as a physical demonstration. Winch and colleagues state that fluency is best gained by completing a varied amount of activities that help develop the muscular control by writing high-frequency words in authentic contexts. Once children have mastered the alphabet, Meir states that children are encouraged to write using invented spelling by segmenting the words by sounding out the letters. Tompkins and Associates further add that slowly children become more sophisticated, learning to spell new words more correctly as they move through the stages of development. Myhill and Watson emphasize that students must progress to spell high-frequency words automatically so they can focus on the idea they are writing about. Sturgeon proclaims that sentence structure means putting words together to make meaning. Teachers should begin teaching using oral language and putting these ideas in writing. UKLA states that best teaching occurs when explicit instruction is combined with a rich classroom environment with a range of text that builds the meaning and makes sense. Tompkins and Associates state that a range of activities provide opportunities for children to experiment, build on sentence structures, and become fluent in organising writing. Murray states that writing is a process of 5 stages that requires careful planning of what to say, how to say it, in context of the audience and what they need to know. Graham and colleagues believe that pre-writing provides the opportunity to form the basis of writing when combined with prior knowledge. Graham and colleagues state drafting is essential in the writing process as it involves choosing words and constructing sentences that reflect thoughts and ideas. Tompkins and Associates advise it is essential to read and review their work, making comparisons to the original ideas and making changes. It is an ideal time to share with peers and action feedback. Dix and Colquhoun state that collaboration in writing workshops enables students to learn how to respond and comment on each other's writing in a constructive way. Tompkins and partners confirm that students need to proofread their work, making changes to reflect correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Graham and colleagues suggest producing a final product that is shared publicly, either written or orally, provides children the opportunity to celebrate their accomplishments. Tompkins and colleagues confer that students learn best when teachers balance learning that piques interest, is authentic, and scaffolded. Tompkins and Associates state that effective teachers need to promote writing through the use of 5 effective cueing systems. All these systems combine to make communication more meaningful, effective, and interesting. March states that a fundamental role is making students feel they are valued and their opinions are appreciated. In this environment, students are more likely to feel supported in a collaborative environment. A balanced approach in education provides the most effective learning opportunities. UKLA states that this means balancing the technical and compositional aspects of learning to write. Tompkins and colleagues contributes that this means combining a range of instructional strategies across all components of literature. Tompkins and partners suggest that teachers provide effective instruction when they model writing, share writing, interact in writing activities, and during guided writing. Murray stresses the importance of providing students time to perfect the skills of writing for at least half an hour a day, whilst the teacher offers guidance in the other half hour, either to redirect student misconceptions or guide further learning. Tompkins and Associates state that classroom assessment is used to drive instruction. This information provides the necessary basis for teachers to plan future lessons that correct misconceptions and advance learning at a level within the zone of proximity. Tompkins and partners believe it is essential to develop collaborative relationships with parents so that children's needs are met more effectively. It is important for teachers to encourage involvement and establish clear lines of communication with parents. Theme 2. Assessing the writing process. Tompkins and partners state that assessing writing can be an ambiguous task, as it is really up to the opinion of the teacher. Schools need to establish standards across the grades so assessment is consistent. National Council for Curriculum and Development state that assessment starts with the mechanics of writing and moves on to evaluating the process used to develop compositions, their level of meaning and expression used to convey their ideas. Graham and partners state that it is crucial for assessment to be continually evolving and driving instruction, so the needs and skills in every aspect of the writing process are catered for. Before advancing lessons, it is essential that children have a clear understanding so that learning is constructed in a way that makes sense. Formative assessment. Macmillan purports that formative assessment is a valuable tool in determining when students are ready to move on to more challenging instruction, or redirecting misconceptions in group or individual level. Madeline and Weldell believe that using a range of assessments effectively measure the writing process. UKLA believes feedback has the greatest impact on progress, as it is immediate, and Tompkins confers that it should be presented in 3 important stages. In the latter stages, Tompkins states that writing drafts 2 to 3 times a week, where the teacher carefully assesses writing and keeps a record, referred to as FAST. Assessment occurs in 3 main areas: meaning, structure, and proofreading. Macmillan states that rubrics provide comprehensive, detailed information on student achievement. They are easy to use, specify expectations of students as a checklist of achievement. Both draft writing and rubrics effectively measure individual achievement. This allows teachers to differentiate instruction to meet the needs of every student. Summative assessment. Tompkins and partners state that there is much debate surrounding the role that summative assessment plays in education. Irrespective of this, the NAPLAN remains a very big part of assessment in the Australian curriculum. Macmillan purports there are 4 ways teachers can help students to be successful in a test environment that help reduce the anxiety children experience in high-stakes testing. Thompson and colleagues suggest that many of these strategies can be embedded in literacy activities to achieve a balanced approach in learning. For example, the teaching of formal language used in exams can be taught as mini-lessons in reading workshops. Northern Territory Government of Australia emphasised the need for students to practice taking the NAPLAN tests from previous papers. Macmillan suggests the key is teaching students how to take a test instead of drilling students on actual questions and balancing this within the teaching of writing. Theme 3. What would you see in my classroom? Tompkins and Associates suggest that the classroom should be filled with rich examples of literature, walls filled with words frequently used relating to the current unit of inquiry that students can see during writing instruction, walls displaying students' writing and their colourful bright illustrations, a library that all children can easily access during reading or writing time, books on display that are well written, that model language patterns, strategic use of words that provide students with ideas. Computers will feature prominently within the classroom. Howell states that children are naturally engaged and highly motivated to use computers. Students will be encouraged to publish their work, practice typing, and complete literacy-based programs. This provides learning experiences at their level of achievement, differentiates learning experiences, links learning to their home environment, and provides necessary life skills. Fleming suggests a seating arrangement that best supports constructivist activities. Tables and chairs are arranged in groups of 5 or 6, so students are encouraged to talk, critique each other's writing in a fully supportive, encouraging, and collaborative environment where the focus is on improving individual results. Marsh contends that when teachers make a point of knowing their students, their likes, interests, needs, abilities, balanced with an understanding of their culture, students feel a sense of belonging, feel appreciated, and are more willing to take risks and engage in discussions and writing opportunities, which advances their achievement.